Our master suite remodel ran into a scheduling snafu when it was time for the custom closet. The team ran out of stone and couldn't finish the closet floor until the new order arrived. They didn't want to hold up the closet install, so they improvised.
In order to have the closets installed completely, we had to level the floor so they can support the closets just in the same level as the rest of it. So what we didn't have is enough materials to cover that and to level that floor. So what we did is actually level it with a plywood and cement boards on top just to make it possible to install the closet.
Once the closet was in, Gabriel replaced the temporary shims with the new stone.
It's a huge stone, so it's 24 by 24. And the particular stone is a little bit fragile. It's more brittle than regular ceramic or other kind of stone.
While trying to navigate the tight space around the door frame, a few of the stone tiles were damaged.
And you can see that there is a line of fracture here.
It would take a little extra time to replace the cracked pieces, but things were moving forward quickly in the master bath. With the cabinet install almost complete, the team removes the side panels from the vanities and heads into the garage to remove a small piece of wood, which will allow for an electrical outlet within the vanity.
And what I'm going to do just to protect the finish on this panel is I'm going to tape off around the area that I'm cutting. That way the jigsaw pad here doesn't scratch anything up that I'm trying to keep nice. And I use a drill bit as a starter point.
With the new vanities and countertops in place, it was time to install the shiny new faucets and to get the water flowing. Once the heavy lifting was done, the pros let us put our skills to the test.
Okay, Ron, so you're going to let me do the honors.
Yep.
Now that everything's hooked up.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and turn on the water.
The hot and the cold water.
Yep.
See, I'm almost like a plumber already, right?
Yep. Right.
Okay, so crank this one to the left.
Yep.
All the way.
That's it.
Okay, and crank this one
Sure.
to the left. All right, here's
we'll
the moment of truth. Wow! We have water!
Back in the bedroom, one of the final pieces has arrived. The small sunroom, just 2 steps up from the sleeping area, was converted into a workout space. Practical, but not exactly pretty. That's where a new set of barn doors comes in.
This exercise machine right here is kind of an eyesore to the bedroom as you walk in, and they're looking to shield it off. So what they're doing is mounting the substructure to the wall.
Once the supports and hardware are in place, it's time to get the doors on track.
What we'll do is we'll put a 6-foot level on the doors, and we'll make sure that they are hanging plumb.
Okay.
Then we're going to put the guide mounted to the floor that keeps them in a plumb fixed position.
It took several months to complete this master suite makeover, but for designer and professional stager Megan Morris, a turn to the lighter side was just what the space needed.
What did you think when you walked in here?
Well, I thought it was beautiful, but it was dark. You know, and I love how it feels now. It's like a lot more welcoming. This is the color scheme, the light greens. It just makes you feel, it's very tranquil. It's the way everything's positioned. It's minimalistic. You know, you don't feel like there's clutter. You just feel like you could just move on in and feel very much at home. I mean, I think this color palette works for everybody.
The new stone and glass tiles glitter with natural light streaming in through the tall windows. A large contemporary tub offers a relaxing alternative to the spacious walk-in shower. Storage was a huge issue in the closet, so creative use of the high ceilings allowed for lifts that store extra hanging clothes. The cubbies help keep handbags and shoes organized, and the old art niches in the bedroom were converted into unique mirrored cabinets that ensure everything is tied together. The silverleaf nightstands frame the upholstered bed, and a gorgeous sideboard offers additional storage for folded clothes. 2 small benches provide a place to sit while putting on shoes, and a hand-woven rug adds a soft layer to the new stone floors.
Having that beautiful wood accent wall, I think it's very warm and inviting, especially in a contemporary home. I love when they bring the wood elements into a home that's contemporary. Otherwise, it can look too sterile.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate. Megan gives us insider tips on how to stage one of the most important rooms in your home when it's time to sell.
Instead of having all the usual things we have around our own rooms, you just want to have one or two. So you just make it very simple. On your nightstand, typically we have a clock and we have medications, whatever else we have. We want to have that all cleaned off and just have a lamp. So make it really easy, very clean. And a lot of times I'll recommend getting a new comforter or a coverlet because you want it to look new.